All right, yeah. Another Jesse Lee Peterson, the next one, number 6, Savage Moments. Let's go.
Do not hang up. And Ron, you say you're black and you're not celebrating White History Month. Why not?
Well, I'm a Christian. I'm actually married to a white woman, so I'm not the typical black person that you like to paint us all into a box.
Not all, but most do live in a box.
Not all. I think that you, for some reason, you champion everything white people do. You discredit what black people do, and I think be balanced. That's my issue with you.
Do you agree with me that black people are already getting too much attention?
I think they get negative attention. I think we should change it and focus on the good people and tell the.
Do you think that they get special treatment?
Do you think they get special treatment? I think they bring a lot of negative attention upon themselves.
Do they get special treatment?
No, I don't think they get special treatment.
So affirmative action based on color, being black, is that special treatment?
But that's just not black people.
No.
That's for Hispanic people.
Affirmative action based on color, is that special treatment?
Is black people the only people of color?
It started out for the blacks, like everything else the other folks take over. But is that special treatment, Ron?
Not for black people.
It started out for black people, Ron. It started out, they pretended that it was for blacks, but so that all these other people can hustle onto it. But is that special treatment?
That is special? I think it was needed.
It's a special treatment.
At the time, I think it was needed.
It's a special treatment.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah,
I think it was...
You're in denial, Ron. You're not an honest man.
I am an honest... You're not an honest man.
Are you out of your cotton-picking mind? So, Ron, is affirmative action based on color special treatment?
Is affirmative action... Yes. But it's...
See, this is the thing, yeah? When people just start talking about when on a simple yes or no thing, it's because they know the answer is yes, and by the answer being yes, their whole point gets demolished. Yeah. See, now he's literally just said it, yes.
Just for black people, you single out black people.
When black people are allowed to cheat on the air traffic controller test, is that special treatment?
Well, let me ask you, because you dodged my question.
No, answer that first, and then we'll come back to your question. Is that special treatment?
I don't know anything about that, so
we've dealt with it over and over on this show. You know about everything else. If I'm right about blacks who are allowed to cheat on the test because they're too dumb to pass it, is that special treatment?
Why would you say blacks are dumb to pass it?
Because they're cheating. But my question, Ron, is that special treatment?
If that is true, that is not equality, yes.
Is it special treatment?
I just answered that.
I didn't ask about no equality. I asked,
if that is
that special treatment?
If that is true, yes.
All right. You had a question for me. Go ahead.
Yes. So my question is, you're a black American. So have there been other black Americans deserve to be celebrated? Yes or no?
Absolutely. Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, Clarence Thomas, and Walter Williams, and Allen West, and Sheriff Clark, and so on and so on, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
It should be actually the Indians were here, so let's celebrate Native American
They weren't
history.
Doing anything. They were just sitting back smoking pot.
They got slaughtered.
Oh no, they got slaughtered because they were high.
So it's okay for me to run into your house if you're high, take over your house, and then celebrate my history in your house.
They didn't have a house. They had a tent.
They had this whole nation.
No, they had a tent
my point isn't that.
out in the woods. They were warring against each other. They had nothing going on, man. Why are you married to a white woman, man? Where's your black wife?
I love that Jesse all of a sudden has gone straight in this. A few times he's just going straight.
I fell in love with a white woman.
There were no black women around?
If you're truly about uniting the
there were no black women around?
When I was in college, I went to a predominantly white college.
And there was not one black girl walking around at that predominantly white school?
Jesse, if you're about uniting the races, then my marriage was a picture of what America should be. Black people, white people, walking hand in hand, putting away their differences and doing that.
That's right, but listen, was there one black girl walking around that school?
Yes.
Why you didn't go after her?
We weren't together.
Did you hit on her?
Classes together.
Did you hit on her?
Did I hit on who?
That one black girl that was walking around there.
No, I didn't. But I didn't hit on my.
Were you scared?
It was something that happened naturally. We were in classes. We talked.
Oh yeah.
We became friends.
That was easy.
So the thing is, you should. The same way you champion everything else, you should champion everyone.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate your call. Back in a moment. Welcome back. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you so much for being with me. The lines are smoking right now, but the number to call in is 888-77533. What am I saying? Maybe I'm being seduced by a Satanist.
I own 7 registered S corporations. I have 100+ employees. As a business owner myself, I do believe that everybody has the right to run their company the way that they see fit. Nobody's got a gun to your head telling you you have to work for Hobby Lobby. So that part of that freedom, I respect. And then hence the reason why we wouldn't send the government in to shut down something that we don't like, something that Christians do on a very regular basis. They see something they don't like, and they feel as though they have the right to
You're just making up stuff. You do realize that nonprofits help people, and that's why they're exempt.
No, really? Nonprofits help people?
Yes. But let me ask, there's scientific proof out there now that abortion causes all types of problems for women, depression.
Sure. Hey, and let me guess, written by Christian scientists.
And so,
it's funny because I always hear Christians make these exaggerated claims of, there's scientific proof. Really? Cite the proof.
And so,
show me the report.
Hold on, Brian.
Show me.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think that's something girls don't actually realise, because I know girls that have no care for anything in the world. Literally, they don't care about their family, they don't care about themselves, they don't care, but they'll have an abortion, and psychologically that does something. I know one girl that the second time, like, she literally just couldn't mentally go through with it again, and I do think she heard the heartbeat or whatever, and then that was it. And let me tell you, this girl is still a mess, but it's a psychological thing. It psychologically affects girls, I think, in a way that you wouldn't expect even of the worst. But yeah.
Report signed by a scientist, not of your faith. You can do that, and then I might listen to what you have to say next. But you don't.
Brian,
you want to think,
hold on.
Science is proven. Really? Well, show me the work. Show me the report.
Brian, you can't. Brian, calm down. Calm down, man. You're not acting like a man right now.
I'm trying to finish my question. You keep interrupting me. So
I know, but you're not acting like a man. Calm down.
You're going to pay a lot more in taxes for welfare, subsidized housing, education. You're going to pay a lot more in taxes to support that kid for the next 18 years than you are going to be to terminate an unwanted pregnancy.
Does the baby have a choice to live or die?
No, because the baby is in the embryo. It's not a human being. An acorn is not a tree. A silkworm is not a dress. A sperm cell going into an egg cell is not a human being.
Brian,
Bill Burr has a joke. I saw a short of Bill Burr. He's like, look, I don't care if a woman wants to abort a baby, but stop saying that it's, oh, you're right. It's like, because people say, well, it's not even a baby yet. It's not even a baby yet. And he's like, all right, let's say, for example, you are making a cake and you put all the ingredients together to make a cake, and then you put it in the oven and you go away and do something. When you come back, I've took it out the oven and just thrown it at the wall. And then you're going to come in and go, you ruined my cake. And you go, well, actually, it wasn't cake. It was eggs, flour, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Very good point. Yeah, all right. But if you left it alone, in half hour, it would have been a cake. And you killed it.
Concept.
let's take some calls. Let's go out to Nashville, Tennessee, and talk to Jvis.
Well, I hate to tell you, you idiot, you didn't get here by yourself. I hate to tell you that.
You're right. We already covered that. My mother had sex with my father. That's how I got here.
No, it ain't had nothing to do with that. You need to recognize.
No, that's exactly what it had to do with. I think you need to go back to like high school biology. Maybe you failed sex ed and you don't know how babies are made.
Let's go back. Sorry.
Because the baby is in the embryo. It's not a human being. An acorn is not a tree. A silkworm is not a dress. A sperm cell going into an egg cell is not a human being.
Brian,
it's not a difficult concept.
Let's take some calls. Let's go out to Nashville, Tennessee, and talk to Jvis.
Well, I hate to tell you, you idiot, you didn't get here by yourself. I hate to tell you that.
You're right. We already covered that. My mother had sex with my father. That's how I got here.
No, it ain't had nothing to do with that. You need to recognize.
No, that's exactly what it had to do with. I think you need to go back to like high school biology. Maybe you failed sex ed and you don't know how babies are made.
Hey, let me tell you something. You trust that book that changes on the daily basis, a science book that changes on the daily basis.
You want to tell me about trust in a book, yet you read from the Bible? Are you kidding me?
Don't change.
Okay, let's quote a few Bible verses, shall we?
The science book changes every day. The science book changes every day.
Yeah, I know. You know why? Because it's called discovering new evidence and furthering your hypothesis.
It is a lie because they don't know what it is. It's a lie. You know that.
Let me take a break. Thank you, Jvis. Back in a moment. Well, it's clear that Brian is a hater. Brian, it's clear that you are a hater. You have a lot of anger.
Oh, you're right. I'm not denying that.
And you are, and your nature, nature is that of your father, the devil. You just don't want to admit it out, but you do serve Satan. Let's go to Guy out of Phoenix, Arizona. Guy, you're on with Brian.
Good morning, Jesse, and thanks for exposing this guy. When he called, he says he grew up on the streets of Chicago, homeless, and he became a millionaire and all this other good garbage. This man is a liar, and all he's trying to do is get across a political point.
Really? The difference is I have the tax
hey,
returns
buddy,
to prove
let me talk. Hey, let me talk. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Jesse.
Well,
not you.
And I'm on the phone, so guess what? You're going to deal with it.
Not you. He's an angry man that lied right at the beginning of the thing, and he keeps on lying. He don't know even where
I like you calling me a liar when you have absolutely no evidence to support your facts. You live in Arizona.
You are a liar.
I'd like to know how you were so familiar with my upbringing in Chicago.
Hey, big streets, and he became a millionaire. Big whoopee-doo.
Yeah, well, you called me a liar, and I backed it up, but I have the tax returns to prove it.
In front of a bunch of kids with much. You without any common sense, and you have
without any common sense. Please tell me more how the world was created by a woman who was made out of earth, convinced by talking snake deep from a man.
You're a liar.
What?
You're a liar.
I'm a liar. Is that really all the ammunition you have? Is you're a liar with nothing to
Brian,
back up?
thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brian.
Do you know what? Watching that, my nan would have loved that. My nan, she's the only person ever I know that watched the Houses of Parliament channel. And the only reason is because they argue. She loved it. And I realised that, like, Houses of Parliament was like Jeremy Kyle, or say in America Jerry Springer. Houses of Parliament was that for old people. Do you know what I mean? Before all that type of TV was invented, people watched the Houses of Parliament just to watch people argue. But yeah, Ghetto Jesse was great though. That was hilarious. He's just started going ghetto. Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. It actually hurt my chest laughing so much. It hurt my chest. Do you know what I mean? I'm still not fully over this poxy, cold, whatever. But yeah, that hurt my chest a bit. But yeah, there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. But yeah, I do love that Jesse just lets people argue. I might have to watch all the like full episodes because I love hearing people argue too. It makes me die. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.